Welcome to another episode of a Saint Vincent Untold Stories. Another youth from Saint Vincent living on the countryside, sent to Dover from a road fatality. Also, on this episode, we are going to show you that badness doesn't pay in Saint Vincent. We are going to tell you about some bad men who thought that they had 9 lives, but they ended up in Dovecat. And we are going to look at many more untold stories. Big ups to all of my subscribers. And if you are new to the channel, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and hit the bell icon if you wish to see more videos like this one. And you are really going to want to see this one. It had a time that in the garrisons used to be nice. First time, you wasn't hearing about so many popo and thing. From about 2004 thereabout, you heard plap, 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 plap. Man, I take off band the 14 them, you know. Yeah, man, the man them start to bust it up and rapid. Every minute, you heard one in the Pals Avenue area, one in the Atley Hall area. So it started to go, you know. It was like a retaliation thing. Even thing a ricochet on wall and catch different people. Do you remember Vibes Cartel? Did a song say, Gaza we go for them anyway. So the man them start to operate, you know. All in a hide time in a king's tongue. You know, a tongue full and the man a pick up can. You order Sharp's hat, Rocky's hat, a Palace Avenue hat, a Vermont hat, Edinburgh and Atley Hall hat, a Glyn hat, and them was the hat bases up on the ends. But we did a ratio and we check the statistics. Most of the man them that got caught up in the badness of life, they did not have anything to show. And like a Shaq here and there, and like a Ola Marina, and like a Escudo from our 19 how long one of them time. When you make a comparison to some of the bad man them in Trinidad and Jamaica, you see them a push young bike, some big ninja, some 750 and 1000 and them thing, man. Them have Bentley on the road, BMW a pushing. That a youth who make thing out of badness, but in St. Vincent. Some Jeep from all back in 91, 92, 93 thereabout. And you know, some ghetto youth with common sense would still say, you know what, we want to be like that bad man from outer Zion Hill. We want to be like that bad man from outer country, that bad man from outer Leeward, and so forth. And you see them bad man, they not getting nothing. Sometime even when them end up at Dovecat, them mothers can't even pay for the funerals. Them have to run to the big man and the regime. As a real hustler, if you are pushing things like the puff, then you need to avoid confrontation. You don't need to catch up in on badness. You need to do hustle and relax and move simple and easy. Like the cool ruler, like Gregory Isaacs. Some of the baddest bad men on their blocks with the ballahu mouths anytime you pass. Just like them want to push you down with them mouth. Fully square off. You see, it had a time when the real done them like proper dapper them from out of Leeward used to run off a road. Them man, they was real bad man. You see, them man, the thing wasn't about busting up popo and them thing. Them man, the thing was about making money, living comfortable, and making sure that their families were okay. When men like Pablo Escobar passed on, you know, they had millions buried. These bad men in St. Vincent, what do they have buried? Not even a dollar, not even a coin. The reason why we have to speak about this, because of our 2021, a lot of men were sent to Dovecat in St. Vincent. So it leaves us to wonder, was it for $200? Was it for $300? Because I know a youth that them a say, I'm a boss of popo one thing, and when you watch his living condition, I want old shock Mr. Rest up, you know. So that mean him a do badness for nothing. Youth better put down that and go look at work. Buy hammer, buy chisel, buy tools and go look shade. Though you notice that a lot of popos were boasting in a certain area. And from the time an individual was picked up and remanded into custody, then the boasting of the popo stopped. It goes to show that something is going on. And it cannot be that man was doing it as a contract, you know, because they have nothing to show that they are contractors. So it's like they were doing it for self-defense. It was certain groups against certain groups. So for the rest of 2021, we don't want to see anyone else going to Dovecat. We already have the big C mashing up the place. Even a sergeant, they said, went to Dovecat because of the big C. Plus some little youth their road a bus up some po. There is something going on in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And you know, we like her to call a spade as a spade. They said that a woman walking down at the Wallabu area is taking off a person's name off of the farmer's list. Remember I told you that monies was sent into St. Vincent to assist persons that evacuated. And some of those farmers got it the first time, and then when they realized they were not a part of the regime, their names was taken off. It is happening also with the World Food Program monies that are coming in to Western Union. Some persons' name were taken off the list. Why? Because they are not affiliated with a certain side. And I'm not here to talk about sides and sides because we stopped that long time and we're not into that. For the year 2021, a few youngsters were sent to Dovecat that got into some road fatalities, and most of them involved cars. The most recent one took place last night. A youth that goes by the name Damien. I want to say condolences to his entire family because we know him very well. And Untold Stories is a good friend of his that. You see, when a youth like that drop out, it hurts everyone. Because let me tell you something, them youth they not step on street corner and beg paper and beg blend. Them youth they go out and hustle. From we know ourselves, them youth they work. Them youth they not idle. Them youth they go out and look at them and them not complain and say things hard. And that's why me I show some youth before the complaining. You go out and you look. And then if you can't find, then you can complain. But you can't just sit down every day and just complain. And then I go out and look it. Let me tell you, when we were young, at Untold Stories, we went there to the Grenadines because we couldn't get any jobs on the mainland. We look at different options. We just pick up and say, you know what? We are left yard. We can't be pigeon all the time and just fly back. Sometimes you have to be like an eagle and so spread your wings. I told you when we first went to the Grenadines, there was no families to give us anything, just some friends who invited us there. And we work and we started to parent and we made a life for ourselves. In this day and age, if you tell some youth to go to the Grenadines to look for work, they would complain about everything. Oh, I don't have place to stay. I don't have a passage. I don't know if I would get work right away. I don't have an NIS card. I don't have a police record and so forth. Always complaining. You see, in this life, nothing beats a failure than a trial. When you get knocked down, you have to get up and try again. We do not know the circumstances surrounding the accident that took place last night. But once we get the information, we'll keep you updated. A video is circulating on social media with some materials that were bought to do some projects. And those materials and equipment are now sitting there rotting away without being used up. Millions going down the drains. And then not only in Orange Hill alone, several places around St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Who is the contractors that are doing these estimates? Every time you go to look a job, they always are telling you about experience. So you want to tell me these contractors that are hired by the regime cannot give a proper estimate? After years of experience, no, sir, something is definitely wrong. Some of those monies could have been put towards lowering unemployment, towards helping us those living under extreme poverty and so forth. To the persons walking on the road. You see how hard that job is. Some of you are sitting down, can't even handle the work. So I'm appealing to you, when you get those monies, when the regime pays, please use those monies wisely. Don't go out and drink all on the same day. Remember, hard times are coming. You see, after the middle of December, monies would stop coming in from the World Food Program and farmers would stop getting monies. So you need to think smarter. With that being said, I just want to big up the entire population in St. Vincent, the regional islands, and the international countries who are supporting and praying for us during these difficult times. We thank you. I'm out.